Okay, so this is part 3 of making our tags for our journal. Oh, actually several journals, but who's counting? It's a little mermaid journal that I'm working on. And we've already made a few tags, and we're going to make a few more today. And after that, we'll be doing some other things in the journal. So stay tuned, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I finished this, but then I decided that I wanted to just add something over here. It just seemed like it was a little, it needed something. So I went ahead and on these little wooden things, I have Life's a Beach, and I'm going to put that right here in the corner. And basically, I'm just going to do the same thing I did there and add a little bit. I'm going to put a little gauze behind it because there's like missing some right there for some reason. I didn't put it in that corner, but I want to kind of put it on there and maybe shred it up a little bit so it's not just perfect on there. Get my glue. And, ooh, my goodness, the whole top came off. That was good. I mean, well, at least I got my glob on there, didn't I? Let me get something to clean that up. Okay. There we go. I wanted a bit on there, but not that much. Okay. Where'd my stuff go? Here it is. It's floating all around. My air conditioner keeps turning on, and then that stuff just goes flying everywhere. Okay, so I just kind of want to put this over here. Get that over there. And then, all right. And I'm going to put a little bit of this over there. It just looked like it needed something in that corner, so I kind of, as perfect as I thought it was, that's what happens, and it takes me forever to make up my mind when I do things, and then when I get done, I'm still always changing it. I'm sure y'all are like that too. Anyway, so I'm going to put that, I think kind of like that. I think that would be good. I think there's enough glue there. It will stay. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Take a little bit of glue off the top. No idea where that whole top came off. So I'm just gonna smush that down and hopefully it will stay. All right, I think that's good. I think that'll work for now. Maybe go a little bit more this way. See if I can hold it there for a second, it'll stay. All right, so anyway, that is that tag, and I think I like the 3 embellishments there, and then these, and then of course this has the clear on it. All right, so let's move to another one. And on this, I have, now remember I had done all of these, all but one were done on my gel plate, and this is what we're starting with. And I wish you could see it. It's really pretty by itself. I mean, it doesn't need a whole lot to it, but this is great to have, I think, as a base for it. Anyway, I've got some of this fish netting stuff, and I think I want to put some of that down. I think. I'm not sure yet. I have to decide. Because, yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to cut some of it because it's a big old long piece. It's kind of a gauzy material, and I want to put that down because I have this anchor and I've already embossed it one time. And I think I'm going to do it one more time. This is a gold colored, and let me get it out so you can see it. It's called Mirror Gold, and it really is a neat color. So I think I'm going to do it one more time because it needs a little bit more. But this is just a cardboard cutout. And I had that, and I thought, well, that would be really cute. But where'd my Versamark go? It's over here. So I'm just going to take that, and what I'm going to do is after I do this one more time, I'm going to add some other texture to it just so that it will, I just want it on a little thicker. I've already done one layer, and basically I'm just doing the same thing I did the first time. Nothing new here. I'm just embossing, so nice, cover it good. All right, so then I'm going to put this back in here before I start so it doesn't blow everywhere. Anyway, we'll do this. Okay. So now I'm going to just, what did I do with my tweezers? I had them earlier. Oh, here they are. Okay. Try and hold this with my tweezers. And then you guys know the drill. But the really nice thing about this is that you can really give it a really neat little metal look with this. I'm just going to kind of distress it a little bit. And then, okay, so we've done that. And I think what I want to do with this is I have some black shimmer metallic luster, and I'm going to take that, and I'm going to just take it, and I'm going to kind of dab it on there a little bit just to give it a kind of a older metal look, and put that kind of all over, just kind of dabbing it. I'm not trying to get rid of the original. I'm just trying to make it look a little, you know, not so new and shiny. And put that on there. Okay. That might be enough. And then, I don't know, I think I might add a little bit of copper just to kind of give it a different, just a little differently, not too much because the copper is really bright. Just to add another layer to it. Again, this is the same thing, only it's in copper. I think I bought a set of these, and I do use them a lot for different things. It really does add a lot to okay. Okay. Maybe just a tiny bit more right here. I'll rub it in. Okay. That looks a little bit too spotty right there. All right. Anyway, Let me get the black. I think when I put the black, I might as well leave these out. Put a little tiny bit more on there. Put a little bit too much copper in that spot. That's what's good, is you can layer it on there and then get the look that you want. So anyway, that's how it looks now. So I think it looks very vintage. And I am going to go ahead and put this on somehow, I think, and put this on there. I don't know if I want that much though. It's got a bit much on there. Take some of that off. And then, yeah, maybe like that. I just feel like it needs more on it than that though. I have this rope, and I thought I could put that on top. Let me see how much I have, and if I can tie it the way I need to. I don't have a lot, so let me see here. So let's just say we do it about like that. Can we do it twice? And then I don't know how to make a mariner's knot. Let me see. I go like this. Right? I don't know if that's exactly right, but let me see if I can do a better knot than that real quick. Boy, I hope I don't get this thing in such a knot I can't get it out, which looks like I may have done, but we shall see. All right, let me try it again. So we're gonna go I'm sure some of y'all know exactly what we need to do here, but I am guessing. I really think it needs to go like this, but I don't want to make it that thick. All right. Really having a hard time with this. And then maybe, I don't want to make it too thick. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Well, my idea was to do that right here, but I can't seem to figure out how to do that. All right, I think I'm going to leave it like this, and that will work because I want it to lay flat. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that up there. I'm going to put this down here. I can't really think of anything else that I could put on there. Let's see here. Let me just tie that a little bit tighter there. I think that will go there. That will go there. I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do much more. I'm going to glue this down first before I cut it because I don't want to. Here we go again. I think the top is just stuck on there. Yep. All right. Let me get that going. So I put some glue on here to kind of get that going. So that is going to go right here. Let me see if I can do it just a little bit tighter. There we go. And then just a little bit here and here. See if I can get that to go across and not have too much glue on it. Right? I feel like I'm wasting a lot of this cord because I tied it kind of in the middle, but that's okay. All right, I think that does what I want it to do. Right? Okay. So now I have to get all this stuff kind of glued down. So I'm going to have to put a little bit of glue here. Just do a little of it at a time. Try not to get too much of it on my hands so I can do other things. All right. I do think that needs to go out wider. So it'll get my little spatula here, kind of smush that down. Since my fingers are already too sticky to deal with this. Okay, now this piece probably can, my glue is getting to the bottom. Okay guys, so I'm going to put that there, probably like that. I think that's a little bit too much over there, so I'm going to cut that off. And then this probably could get spread out. And put a little bit more down here to get that to stick. Right? And get that over there. Oh, come on. I thought I had enough glue under there, but I guess I don't really. So I'll do that. There we go. Put that down and hold it for a second. Get that extra glue off. Okay. Need a little bit more on top right here. Okay. Stay down. All right, I think that probably does that. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on that. I am going to, however, take this piece and run it through here with some eyelash trim, I think. And I'm going to just, that needs to stay down. I need to put my clip on that for a minute to keep it down. It doesn't, that one doesn't work. Let me get a bigger one. Excuse me. Hopefully this one will hit all the way over there. Get that. All right. Okay. I've just got some clips on here to kind of hold these down so that they end up stay glued. Okay. I'm going to put something up here. That's what I'm saying. I really wished I could have, let me get a piece of this right here. Is that beige? Is that the beige? I wonder if that color would work. Not really. All right, let me see what I have here. kind of work with that. All right, let me try this. I think that would look better. Decent sized piece. And then I'm going to put this through here. That should be glued probably okay by now. And then I'm going to put this through here. And it's stuck to my fingers. Probably at least double that. Put that through here. Could you please stay down for a second? Here. There we go. Just need another hand here, especially when things are sticking to your fingers. Man, I'm sorry you guys have to sit around waiting for me to do this. I think I might cut this part out. All right, maybe I'll just do this later because it's just not wanting to cooperate. So. I should have just got my tweezers. They work really well for stuff like that. All right. The reason this stuff is so hard to do is you can't tell what you're pulling on. Okay, there we go. All right, I think that's it. I think that's it. We did it, finally. I don't even know if it was worth it because it kind of hides that knot, doesn't it? Okay, guys, so that is that tag, and I think it looks good. It has a little bit too much stuff over here, I think. There we go. Get that off of there. Okay, so that's that tag. And I don't know, I might do more to it later, but I think for right now it works pretty good. Kind of serves the purpose. I don't want to cover too much of the background of this tag because it really is kind of nice, cool looking. It's like, it does have a little bit too much down here though. Pull that off, I think would look better. Okay, so anyway, that's that one. And let's see, time-wise, we got maybe time to do one more. Okay, this one is similar to the last one, only what we're going to do, though, is we are going to, I have this tag, and again, it's another one that I did with my gel plate, and, but I want to do something a little different on this because I have this mermaid tail. And it actually was kind of bent and broken, but I'm still going to use it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and emboss this with that same gold because I think that's a lot of the color that's in here. But I'm going to also go over it with my distressed oxide ink because that's the color it is, and I just would like, I want it to be mainly that. And I'm also in the background going to put these little swirlies and then just a bow on top or something. So anyway, let's just do that real quick. And I will do that. Starting to get to be a huge mess on my desk. That's what happens when I do this stuff. If I'm not just doing like one technique or something, and I have so many different things out, I get just a huge mess. And I'm okay if it doesn't cover this 100% because that's why I kind of put the ink behind it. So let me put that on there. All right, I'm not looking for like the kind of coverage that I had with the other one. It's okay for me if some of it does not go on there. In fact, I'm gonna brush a little of it off so that maybe some of the color shows through. So you can see I'm brushing a little of it off just so you can see some of it underneath. I want it to have a layered patina effect. I'm going to move that over so y'all don't. Okay, what do I do with my tweezers? I can't find them. Here they are. Okay, here we go again. So we're going to try this. Hopefully it turns out. Okay, that turned out really good. I am going to put a little bit more of the Distressed Oxide on there. This tail is going to break, so I don't want it to. Put a little bit more on there. I don't know if it'll stick really well on there. I think I'm going to just lay it on top and do it. I don't want any lines on there. Move that around a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, maybe a little bit more right here. Okay, that turned out really well. I like that. Okay, so that actually dries kind of more of a turquoise color when you're. I'm gonna move that back in here real quick. So anyway, I'm gonna put that on there. And you can see that's really cool, right? Okay, but I'm not going to just put it down. I want to go ahead and put some of this aqua netting down there. But I want to kind of double it over because I want it pretty thick. So maybe go about like this. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I want this in the background, so I want to put some of these in there just to make it look like it's swirling around. I have to figure out where I'm going to put them. I think I decided I was going to put one on top and then one kind of down here. So let's see. Of course, you can cut these up. They don't have to go in one spot or another. All right, let me see. I don't want to get my hands on the back of this because they're such a mess that it won't stick. All right. Oh gosh, it keeps sticking back again. Here we go. Please, please, please come off. Here we go. And I'm sure I got these probably at a clearance or something, because I don't normally buy this stuff, but I bought it because I thought, oh, no, find something to use it for someday, and you know, you do. Okay, so let's figure out how I'm going to do this now that it's a big mess. I think I'm going to do, I have to pull it apart now. Come on. There we go. I think, oh wait, this is tangled right here. I think I'm going to go get off of my finger. That would be good. Right? Okay, so that is going right there. And then this curls around. I don't think I want it much lower than that, so. And then this comes down here. Okay. Well, that's kind of a problem. Yeah, I'm going to have to move that, or cut part of it. I think I'm going to take part of this off right here, because it can't go down that low. I'm going to have to move it up a little. I think I'm going to take this bottom part off. Here we go. And move that down. And then I'm going to take it and put it, a little bit of it right here. And then maybe cut that off. I might use this on the bottom. We'll see in a minute. Okay. Yeah, you never have to use those the way they are. You can always move them around. Okay, so then, I might put part of this down here. It's really hard to do this without actually sticking it down, because it wants to stick, let me tell you. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then I'll take the last one. Okay, come on. Yeah, I mean, if you have little embellishments and things that you bought a while back, take them out and just think of them and try and use them in different ways that you probably never intended originally, you know. That's what I have been trying to do. So, is trying to use things and also use skills that you have, that you've maybe acquired through the years, and different crafts and, you know, whatever. So let me see if that's going to work there. It might. Okay, I think that's perfect. That's good. Okay, I probably want this over a little bit more to the left. Oh, I hate to have to pick this whole thing up. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Let me see. So that can go there. And that can go there. Okay. Well, it'll fit. It's just this part right here is not cooperating. So I may have to cut it and move it. There we go. And then that can go right there. So that's pretty much how you do that stuff, is you just move it to where you want it and cut it up. You never have to use it the way it is. So that's kind of what I want to do there. So let me glue this down now. And I want to put, I think I'm not going to put it all over. I'm just going to put the netting behind there. And the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to double it, and then I'm going to take it, and I have to watch this because I have literally cut my fingers before, and just kind of make it very random cuts, because I want it till it kind of shredded. and not perfect. And I go like that, and then I may tear some of it. It's not, if it's not doing what I want it to do. There we go. And you just go like that. Just go like that, like that. And then of course you'll have to do some on the side once you get it on there. But okay, so then I'm gonna put that on there. And I'm just gonna put it one layer first. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the glue on here, and then I'm gonna just stick it on top. That way you can't see too much of it. I'm putting it on the back of this. And I'm gonna put quite a bit if I can get it out. And then that way, I don't have to, you won't see it really. All right, so I'm gonna put this one layer down. All right, so I'm gonna do that. I gotta remember where I had this. It's maybe down a little bit lower. So that was kind of like that. I'm gonna bunch this up a little bit more. Get that string out of there. Put that under there. Bunch that up a little bit more. And that's kind of how I want it. I don't, you know, I might not do another layer. Let me see. Go ahead and get that to stick down, and then I'll trim it a little bit. And if these start to pop up, you can always take your glue and go down with it. They usually stick pretty good, but if they don't, you can just take a little bit of glue on each one of these, and I'm trying not to do that. I just didn't press them down real good. Get everything pressed down. All right, let's let that stick, and then I'm going to come back in and kind of trim this up a little bit. I want it random, and I want it to look, I don't want it to look like a square piece or a triangle piece just stuck on there. And I want it to look a little frayed. So I'll cut out pieces here and there. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. I think this piece here needs to definitely be cut up a little bit because it's a little bit too perfect. I don't want any perfection in there. But anyway, you get the idea of what we're trying to accomplish here. Okay, now if you want to glue that down more, you can. I personally don't like it, you know, real glued down, so I probably won't. Okay, so that's that. And then I don't think I'm going to put anything else on that, but I want to maybe put a ribbon or something on it. And let me see time-wise where we're at. I don't know. I've got two colors here. This seems too dark. This one definitely might be a lot better. So we'll try that. Well, that's coming undone. I think when you emboss or get the heat on this, these little tags are not gonna stick real good. I'll have to doctor that up later. Okay, let me see. I think I'm gonna use this and maybe do that, and then I don't know what else with it. I do have this other trim I could put on there. I don't know if that'd be a bit too much on the very bottom. I don't know that it needs it. It doesn't really need it, I don't think. Okay. And I don't really have another color that works with that too well. So I'm just going to use this. And of course it's subject to change, but I think I'm going to just use this. Okay, I think that is really cute. Let me get that piece out of there. It kind of has this swirly mermaid look to it. I may put a little bit more turquoise on there because I think it's not popping off of there as much as I want it to. So I really don't want the squares to show. Let me get that off of there. This stuff is like really green when you put it on there, kind of a green color, but it really dries more of a turquoise look. It's really kind of neat. I like the, and that part that's broken, I'm just going to have to go back in and mend that a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to put more on there because I don't think it has enough. Yeah, that's a little better. I think I like that better. Of course, that will dry less green. It dries more turquoise. And then I think that looks a little better there. I like that. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. You know, you get the idea. We have several tags that we did. So let's see if there's... Oh, there was one more thing I was going to do. This other one that we did, I was just going to add, I found this amazing eyelash trim, and I thought, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at all the colors it has in it. So I was going to cut that, and then y'all are going to get to see me struggle tying this on, because I'm telling you, it's just a nightmare for me tying this stuff. It's really much worse when your hands are so sticky. But I'm going to go ahead and try and get that through there if I can. That was the only thing I was going to do to that, because I think it needed like just a blend of the other colors. It was just, I love this tag. I love the colors in it. It's just so pretty. But, you know, anyway, when I found this eyelash trim, I was like, oh gosh, I have to use that on that, because it's like it was made for it. All right, so let me get all this other stuff in there. Pull up through. Oh, well, that made a big hot mess. Here we go again. Okay, drum roll. Get all that in through there without it sticking to my hands. Yay, I did it. Okay. I just wanted a lot of this fringy stuff on top because I thought it was so neat looking. And then move that up here. Okay, there we go. So anyway, guys, this is it. We did that one. And that, I think, turned out really cute. I love the colors in that. We did this one that has the cutouts on there. We did the one with the napkin and with the little fish and then the little clear embossing on it. we did our anchor. And I don't know, I think I'm going to do something with this a little bit more. This part is, it's not jumping out on me, but it's kind of cute. And then we have our mermaid tail. So that's it. That's all I got for you. And I'll be doing more stuff on that mermaid journal, and I'll probably turn on the camera sometimes for that too. But for the most part, I'll put like one of these tags in each of the journals. So I usually put one big one in each one. So anyway, guys, thank you, and I hope you liked it. And if you want to see more of my videos and want to know when they're coming out, just subscribe and ring the, just push the bell. And any comments that you get when we have our drawings for when we hit our milestones, you will automatically be entered. So, okay, we'll see you again next time. Thanks.